Fellas, mountain. I just got done journaling, and I wanted to share what my thoughts were. Usually I don't, but with everything going on, I feel like some of y'all just need some positive stuff to kind of ponder on, I guess. Let me say first, though, with this two genders thing, when you transition into one of the two genders, and I'm gonna leave it at that. If you're non-binary, this is definitely your fight. If you're a transgender, you might want to take a minute, think about everything. Think about the definition of who you are. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I have never once looked at another man and said, I want to be him, other than my father, mentors that I've chosen, or my uncles. There is no man walking earth, born with twig and berries or not, that I have said, that's my competition. No. The same man I'm looking at right now, every day, is my competition. So you young guys, remember that. You transitioned into a man, remember? You don't have your paperwork done? Get it done. That's your state. Think about what this is all about. Do more research on the profit that it's turned into and not the purpose. Now, what I was thinking about, what I was journaling about, I've had a couple guys ask me, how did I know my lady was like the one or whatever? Don't mistake it. Your boy, I done did my thing. But I will say, this is the first time I've ever felt like this. She absolutely is the one, no doubt. I knew it from like the third conversation, maybe. And for 2 years, I worked on myself. And I had her in the back of my mind the whole time. She knew how I felt for a while. But, you know, she's a smart woman. I'll tell our whole story on Patreon. So, you're on Patreon, you'll know a lot more about me, my wife, all that. But to fast forward, in other situations, I'd always felt that anxious feeling that you get, you know, like the, that anxiousness that people tell you you're supposed to have. And not the butterflies, but like, you know, I just felt like there was some kind of excitement on the end of it. Kind of like a really hot fire. But with a really hot fire, it'll always burn down to nothing. And that's usually what happened. Usually I was also enticed by the representative. When you're excited and you're anxious, you can't see with clear eyes. You're acting on emotion. You're acting on what you feel. I don't do that and haven't for years. When I stopped doing that, that's when I started to be able to see. I didn't get what I wanted every time, but a lot of times not getting what you want can help you. That's for my wife. I mean, you see I'm smiling, right? Like, it was like, what made me fall in love was that was the first time that somebody actually wanted to hear about me. And I'm not talking about the me that you guys might think, or, the surface you. I'm not surface, but the stories that aren't traumatic, the stories that turn you into a yapper, where you're telling stories about the time you got locked out of the house as a kid and had to figure your way back in, and it turned into a whole debacle, and you're just sitting like this together and talking, and, not only are they listening, but they're like, nah, why? And you're like, man, you don't want to hear this. And they say, no, I do. Then you can see it in their eyes. You can feel it. When we're laying there and she's laying on me, and we're just bullshitting, laughing, just talking about stuff. I mean, just giggling about the dumbest stuff. We have jokes that are, there are jokes. She gets me. And in a way where it's just unexplainable. She soothes me. And that's a lot for a man like me because I'm extremely strong. Strong to a point where I can seem like I don't need anyone. I've operated a lot, by a grand majority of my life, without anyone. I have no problem severing ties, and I know exactly when I want to. I figure people out usually within about the first 10 minutes. And I put you where you deserve to be then. I've been in a lot of situations where I've been love bombed, from friends to want to be friends to want to be fucking to, trying to be my wife. So the signs are easy to see. Like when I comment people's name under my posts, most of the time, 90% of the time, it's my guys. The other 10% is someone who has talked to me in private. They can't talk to me in public because of what they've said to other people. I put your name there because it's some shit you need, and you've talked to me about it before. Never been a dick rider, even pre-transition. Nah, I can catch it. Anyway, see, like shit like that, my wife gets me. Like when I'm talking to her about y'all, or talking like about something I posted, and I'll be like, man, these people think I'm mad. They probably think I'm the most angry motherfucker on earth. And she's like, they just don't know. My pumpkin is just talking. And she means it like I'm literally just having a conversation. But I don't care what y'all think. I really don't. I don't give a fuck. As long as you're healthy. As long as you're healthy, you're happy, you're living life. That's what I care about. Because I'm going to live mine either way. And those that, you want to make relationships, you make relationships with. And all of this, my wife totally gets me. And supports. Because she knows my heart. Because she did the work to find the heart of me. She didn't want anything else from me except for what I had to offer from the inside out. Everything else she saw as a bonus. And she gets it to the fullest. And she spoils the shit out of me too, don't get me wrong. There's nothing that I can't ask for. There's not very much I have to ask for. But anything I want, I'm 99.9% sure I'll get it. And she could say the exact same thing. Because you want to be with someone that loves you to a point where they don't want anyone else to be able to love you. And not in a negative way or a possessive way, but I love you to a point where, why would I want to be with somebody else in that way? Like, I'd be dumb to leave. And that's really how, because I get hit on a lot. Ladies come on to me all the time, but I know what I'm going home to. So you good? You be as fine as you want to be. I have no doubt. I know exactly what I'm going home to. And it is not worth 10 seconds. I'm not a cheater at all. When I was cheating, I was doing what y'all call poly, but we were too smart to get married and stay together and shit. We really did. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Like, I did my thing when I was doing my thing when I was supposed to. I'm 46. She's 48. I'm so happy that we're from the same generation. She's a country girl, so we have a lot of the same values. Her father, she has a great relationship with her father. That mattered a lot. And she tells me that I remind her in a lot of ways how I handle business, the way I take care of her family, things like that. Not in creepy ways. That I remind her of her dad. That is one of the hugest compliments that she's ever given me. And it only makes me want to strive to be that much better for the both of us. A woman that sees you grow and get better and doesn't try and stop you. That's the one. I've been with women that are, why are you taking your shirt off? But who cares? I've been with women who wouldn't take me places because they knew somebody was going to hit on me. I've trained guys whose ladies have stopped them when they've seen them getting better. And I can't do nothing but shake my head because I'm like, damn, you are never going to reach your potential messing with her. Because when you met her, you weren't who you are now. She is always going to be that. And that's why she keeps. A woman that knows, that sees your potential, sees you working for it, and is proud to have you, will let you fly free. Because she knows. I mean, shit. She got the motherfucking, what's that shit that the Hawk trainers? I'm flying back. I know what's out. I like it here. And I love her. Chris. My Chris. For you fellas that have found it, congratulations. Hold on to it. Love it to death. Don't accept anything less. Happy wife, happy life, bullshit. Happy us, daddy don't fuss. Y'all have a good one.